time to play Mario Maker. All right, let's take a look at my follow list. Ninjas on the world map are like where people are. Blades of Steel, Dan the VP. When was this uploaded? 5/1/10:05. So this was uploaded 5 minutes ago. Dan was definitely timing this. All right, top of my list. All right, Dan the VP. Let's play it. Why not? When did I feel comfortable and confident enough to have a child? What are we doing here? Oh, we're like triggering the thwomp maybe? Oh, okay. I don't think that was right. What was I supposed to do there? Weird. Okay. Chat is my children. No, you're not. I think I just jump into the spring or something. Okay. I don't have a kid. Dan's very quick now. Thank God I don't have a kid. Just like my real dad. Oh, so I like, okay, so I just go under the thwomp and then onto the Mecha Koopa right there. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I see. So I want to go up and then grab it on the other. Okay, okay. I'm getting it. This is a cool level. I like it so far. It's not that you're not allowed to talk. It's just that I don't have a kid. And you're like, when did you feel comfortable enough to have a kid? And I'm like, I don't have a kid. It's just a little weird. Like, I don't really know how to respond. You know, that kind of deal. I don't know what else to say except I don't have a kid. All right. Oh, okay. All right, I see a checkpoint. So hit it twice, I guess. Okay. It's an awkward question too. I know, right? It like, I like that it, first of all, it assumes that I have a kid when I don't. And then it's kind of like, I don't know. You know, when I ask streamer, like occasionally I'll ask a streamer a question. Usually the question is, hey, did you play this game? Or like, hey, what do you think about that game? And then some people come to Twitch and they're like, what would you say your greatest fears are in life? And why do you hate your parents? It's like, I'm sorry. Did I miss something? There we go. What would you say your greatest fears are and your failures as a human being? All right. Do you fear death? Do you believe in God, Barb? Can I just scream at Streets of Rage for a few hours? Woo. Oh, okay. Close. The only god I fear is the Egyptian god card. My Egyptian god card. You stand no chance against Slyther, the Sky Dragon. They call me fancy. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Obelisk, the Tormentor. Oh, okay, so then there, and then it's gonna wake up. Okay, I got it. Exodia! Obliterate! Do I feel fulfilled with my life? I feel like fulfillment in life is a privilege to people who don't have to worry about bills. You know what I mean? Like, privileged people are like, you know, this career doesn't quite fulfill my needs and interests. And like, people are like, I have to make rent and I need to work a fucking job and like, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I was there. Like, I was there with like $3 grand in my savings, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do this year?
I play Pot of Greed that allows me to draw 2 cards.
So for me, I'm grateful of what I do, and I know how fucking fortunate and lucky I am, and I might piss and moan and bitch and moan, but that's kind of part of like my shtick, I guess, at this point. But yeah, that's just like the reality, I think. So if you have the ability to be like, you know, I don't really feel fulfilled, just think about people who like have to do anything they can to make ends meet to survive, especially right now, I would say. Fuck, that's so hard. It's okay, Jeffrin, relax. Let me put it this way. I also live I live very frugally, let's say. Even now I live pretty frugally. I think the most frugal the least frugal thing in that's in my entire life is my wife. She's the not frugal one. I know that that's like typical boomer shit, but she's the one that actually like buys stuff. If it were me, I'd probably be living in a house with a couch, a TV, and that's it. So that's the typical boomer stuff. Okay. Oh, come on. It was too fast.
You don't even own a mini fridge.
Baw, thank you for the bits. Graymac Velstraza, thank you for the 34 months. Cinemario, Callow Brody, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you very much. So I might, as much as I might bitch and moan and be like, oh, you guys are so annoying today and blah, blah, blah. Like, I know how fucking lucky I am. I know. Send my wife to buy a gong. Oh, the red. I didn't know the red Mecha Koopa didn't walk off the edge. Did not know that. Does the blue one walk off? Have we ever had a house tour? No, I did show off my room, my streaming room. It was actually my wife gave the tour. There we go. Okay. I didn't know that. I was waiting for something. All right, cool. Neat level. Like this game. Does anyone have a clip of the tour? All right, you guys, we can watch. Do you guys want to watch the tour together? You guys can get a sneak peek at my office done by my wife. Hang on. They never saw the tour. They never saw the tour. I know, right? There. I don't know why. I don't know why it has 27,000 views. I don't know why it has that many views. All right, you guys want to tour my house? Here, hang on 1 second. That's a lot of views. All right, let's turn this off. Go here. All right. Enjoy the tour, guys.
Hey MTV Cribs, I'm Barb and this is my crib.
Here, see, I really do exist. I wanted to give you guys a tour of Barb's new lair, cave, studio where he records all of his content. We got this set up in one day. Our whole house in shambles. We got this set up for you to make sure he could stream right away. We have his big computer here, his monitors set up, disco keyboard, his comfy chair you guys got for him where he sits to stream and create content, play all your Mario Maker levels. Got the curtains to block out the sun because, you know, Barb is a vampire, never goes outside. Nice comfy chair to relax in. He also has his own Keurig in here.
Get out of my room. All right, there you go. There's the tour, guys. All right. Yeah, that was like the day after we moved. I think I missed one day of streaming because of the move. I know. I didn't tell my wife to say plays all your levels. I was like, oh, don't say that. You had those same curtains. That's amazing for a move. Yeah, that was. I mean, we hired movers, but still, it was pretty. It was stressful. It was definitely stressful. All right, let's see what else we got. Catsuit climbing. Oh wow, Jarmo made a level. When's the last time Jarmo made a level? Swoosh and Brum. All right, sure. I did play a lot of levels. It's true. Is it weird for my wife to call me Barb? Yeah, it's a bit weird. My wife does not play video games now. Fuck. All right. Seems cool. What country is that? I think it's one of the chocolate lands. It's one of the countries that's like everything's made out of chocolate. Like oh, that's really loud. Like Willy Wonka's, you know, one of those countries. Bo Peep, thank you for the 22 months. Thank you, Bo Peep. Whoops. From the land of chocolate. Like in Homer's dream. This is pretty cool. That was awesome. That was awesome. How is Streets of Rage 4? Infuriating. Infuriating. It is an infuriating game. It's really easy. It's pretty easy as Blaze, and so I'm playing arcade normal. Pretty easy as Blaze, but man, tough with the other characters. Bo Peep, thank you for 22 months. Saiyan, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you very much, Saiyan. Appreciate that. What's that? Only Fizz to win? A level code? Is that all right? Hang on. He's got a level code for me. Oh my god. YLQ. I gotta play it. CN8. Hang on, I gotta play this one. 0TG. Oh man, I gotta play this one. I gotta play it. I gotta play it, man. Keep the mushroom. This level will be so hard. If you don't want a heart attack, don't play it. Oh man, I gotta play this level. I gotta play it. Lucky winner. I gotta play this one, dude. He added me. If he added me on Twitch, I gotta play it, right? Oh man, oops. Oh well. Tried to. Too hard for me. All right, let's see. See, one fast flight fortress, propeller boxes, and bullet bill with wall jumps and spikes. All right, sure. Let's play this one.
You monster.
Thanks to the bets. Oh, you can't. Okay, that's interesting. Mild, that was harsh. Lift with me. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much.
Had a family.
He had a level too. Barbasaurus Rex, thanks to 100 bits. Blitzkrieg, thank you very much for the 7 months. No shit. Okay, that was a little close. Slade made a level. I mean, I'm just going through my follow list right now. Maybe later. Oh, so you actually... Okay, I didn't know you could do that. All right, you can twirl when you're spinning. Maxi Fax, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, Maxi. Oh, okay. That was a cool level. That was a cool little level. How did the speedruns go this morning? I didn't finish a single run. Thank you for asking. I didn't finish a single goddamn run. That was a cool level. Not a single run. Sounds super. It was. It was very super. So they were extra fast. Yeah, extra fast to go in the dumpster. So Pooh keeps re-uploading his levels. Will they please stop deleting his levels? Are they ever gonna stop doing that or no? All right, let's play this one. Revolv. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what's going on with Pooh. Let the man have his levels, goddammit. Looney Tangent, thank you for the 4 months. At this point, somebody in Nintendo just needs to like step in and be like, all right, we're not gonna delete anymore. Like, flag his account or something and make it so that they're not going to delete his levels anymore. Somebody has to step in. Revolv might be the only person who I will actually play his new soup speedruns. He might be the only one. Z, thank you for the 8 months. Oh. Well, shit. Okay. French creator new speedrun. Revolv is a very, very good dude. He makes really cool levels. I think if I were to like commission, like let's say we're gonna make a game, right? A Mario Maker game. Or like just a game in general, like Mario designers. I'd probably my short list would probably be Revolv, Bufflin, Donkey Mint, Kiavik. Would all be immediate choices for me, I would say. Very, very good. Yeah, Space Pig as well. Okay, I feel like the dark here is a little unnecessarily confusing. I feel like it would be the same level if it wasn't in the dark. So. Oh, your level is sick. I liked your level. Super fun. Now, if I was making a Kaizo game, I would definitely take like Freaking Ha and Space Pig and stuff. But I'm talking about just like a regular ass game. Has Waryuzo made an update level? From my understanding, Waryuzo does not like Mario Maker 2 very much. Fuck. Who is he to blame? Pooh definitely makes cool levels for sure. You guys don't know this, but in Mario Maker, well, some of you guys probably do, but in Mario Maker 1, like long before I was a streamer, I was playing a lot of Pooh's Kaizo levels as well. I think I was like one of the only Americans to even play, like to try to beat them. That was a long time ago. The one that I kind of crapped out on was when he made a level that took him like 25 hours to upload. Those levels where it was like, that was where I started to crap out on playing people's Kaizo levels so much. It's like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I don't like the grind. The grind doesn't do it for me. Yeah, I just don't. Oh, come on. Fuck. Who needs to make a ROM hack? He has the skill. I mean, it's a lot of work. Also, I think people's first ROM hacks and levels that they make are rarely their best. You know, there's a few exceptions to the rule, I think. Like, I think for Freakin' Ha's first ROM hack was Super Rift World and Super Rift Bros. Like, Freakin' Ha's 2 for 2 on awesome ROM hacks, you know? There's a learning curve to it, and people's first ROM hacks are very rarely, like, amazing, you know? Yeah, I'm very excited for Rift 2. This has got to be good. Yeah, Juz did it right off the bat as well too. That's got to be it, right? Oh, I actually let go of the controller. I'm planning to play more Streets of Rage 4 tonight. Yeah, probably. We'll be on Streets of Rage 4 kick for a little while. That was a good level. Aguni's first hack was good. Well, Super Ryu World went through like a lot of revisions, so the Super Ryu World you see now is not the Super Ryu World that came out with to begin with. So, whatever you may think of it. You enjoy watching Streets? They have physical Streets of Rage 4 copies. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I like OddFace levels. Fairly simple Kaizo level, no checkpoint. Good luck. 32 seconds. Yeah, we can play this one. What's the longest you've had to grind a single Soulsborne Sekiro boss? I'd say like the longest grinds for me were on my first playthroughs, probably like 4 Kings on my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1. 4 Kings, Ruined Sentinels in Dark Souls 2, Mid-Ear in Dark Souls 3, Orphan and Bloodborne, and probably Demon of Hatred and probably Demon of Hatred and Sekiro. Do I have Bulb on my follow list? I don't know if I do. Okay. A power up or some sort of item that added time to the clock. Anything is good, you know. How do you go that fast? Martyr Logarius. I think Martyr Logarius is one of the few bosses that I've like. I think I may have never died to him. Maybe like once or something. How the hell do I do that? Mid-game Souls bosses as easy as Walnir. I don't know. Like Dark Souls 2 definitely has some pretty easy mid-game bosses for sure. In fact, a lot of the bosses in Dark Souls 2 are pretty fucking easy overall. Okay. Kind of hard to see where I'm going. I was talking about 4 Kings. 4 Kings really got to me in my first playthrough because like my damage was bad and I think I was wearing like, well, I don't know if I was wearing heavy armor, but I was wearing heavier stuff. So I couldn't dodge anything. Pinwheel, yeah. The hardest game I've ever played. I'm sure that the hardest games I've ever played are Kaizo ROM hacks because very few people have like how many people have even beaten elephants at this point? You know, like that was fucking hard. Kaizo 3 for sure. Oh, I was too eager. I gotta wait a little bit longer. Non-fan made. So if you're talking about non-fan made, Halo 1, 2, and well, Halo 1 and 2 on Legendary are pretty fucking hard. I beat a bunch of the Call of Duties on Veteran, which is also really fucking hard. Call of Duty World at War on veteran is like the closest you'll actually get to being in a real war on a video game. And World at War was a fucking sick game. I love Call of Duty World at War, man. I love that game. Such a good game. That's as close you're going to get to being in a real war. That one of the final missions, you're storming the Reichstag as the Russians. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, holy shit. That was fucking ludicrous. Just completely ludicrous. Oh, I see. So we're going back to the icicle and then we're going to kick that shell forward. Okay. Oh, I should have jumped. Okay. Ghosts and no, I didn't play it. I never really played Ghosts and Goblins very much. Hardest ones are bullshit hard. Souls games are hard but fair. Yeah, it's a lot. No, I've never beaten the original TMNT. Never beaten that one. Maybe someday. I've beaten Mega Man 1 and 2.
Get to go back to work next week. Thank you for all of the content and keeping us sane.
Audrey Apples, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Don't have to thank me. Thank you. Oh. No! No! Shit. Damn. That was close. Trickster, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. What do I think about roguelikes? I don't know if you consider this one a really hard one, but Zelda 2. I beat Zelda 2 on stream. I love Zelda 2, man. I loved it. Yeah, this level's tough. Zelda 2 was sick. Oh, I didn't... Okay. Why would you disable comments? I love turning on Mario Maker and see somebody drew a dick on one of my levels. Shit's great. You see the spring. Oh yeah, I beat Doom Eternal recently on Nightmare. Or was it Nightmare? Is that what it was? Doom Eternal on Nightmare was like the closest I'll ever get, I feel like, to the feeling of beating like Halo on Legendary. Like it's such a oh come on, I jumped too early. It's such a satisfying feeling, you know? Castlevania 2 fucking sucks. That game's not good. Bad Castlevania game. Did I use the Sentinel armor in Nightmare? I didn't use any buffs or anything like that. I just played the game. I did not. What's the point of doing the hardest difficulty if you're going to use cheats to make it easier? You're not beating it on the hardest difficulty. Halo on Legendary isn't bad, just hide in corners. Well, the thing about Halo 1 is that Halo 1 does not have like you don't recover your health when you're recharging your shield. So that makes Halo 1 is by far the hardest Halo game in my opinion because of that, I think. It also doesn't have the it's just tough. It's just really tough. Halo 2 is annoying because of instant shots from the snipers, but that's like annoying difficulty. It almost feels like random, like, hey, please don't hit me with that. More so than it feels like legit difficulty. Ugh. 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 Oh! I had it. I had it in my hands. I wasn't sure exactly what was gonna happen there. I had it. All right. I can't play Guitar Hero. I can't do it. It's not. Guitar Hero and me do not compute. The weird thing is that I feel like everybody I know is amazing at Guitar Hero except for me. Like the Beast, Laser Belch, Cliffy. They were all at MMC and they're all like, it was like 2 in the morning and they're all fucking grinding out playing Guitar Hero. And I'm like, what the fuck? God damn it. I can't. I can play maybe Hot Cross Buns on Guitar Hero. Hot Cross Buns. Hot Cross Buns. Maybe I could play that, but that's it. That's the maximum of my skill. You were lured by the title. I put a lot of work into this title. Chopstick. Use the Xbox controller. Not good with Guitar Hero. However, if you ask Laser Belch and Xwater about Smash Ultimate, they will tell you that I didn't lose a game all night in Smash Ultimate and I completely demolished them. I demolished every atom of their dick was demolished. They can tell you that. We all have our skills. I got to play Melee, so Campy and his boyfriend are like they're both like so Campy is incredibly good at Melee, and his boyfriend is one of like I think they're married now actually. Is it his husband now? But he is insanely like he's one of the top Falcos in the world or something like that. But he fucking destroyed me in Melee, dude. He annihilated me in Melee. I am so bad at Melee. Playing Melee against somebody who like actually knows what they're doing is a uniquely like it's a uniquely funny experience. Man, oh, that was so close. Fuck. Yeah, it's it feels like you're a toddler and you're trying to fight off a grown man. It doesn't. Turns out toddlers aren't that good in a fist fight, you know. Is Melee the one everybody's playing the Smash documentary? I believe. I haven't seen the Smash documentary. If it's about Mewtwo King and Mango and stuff, then yeah, that's about Melee. Come on, I was trying to get in there, dude. Ah, fuck off. Play Streets of Rage. I'm done yelling this morning. I had enough yelling. Smash 64 all too well. Yeah, I love Smash 64. DK's grab is so insane in Smash 64. It's so fast. Also, DK in Smash 64, what's wrong with him? Like, who the fuck had like somebody drank an entire bottle of like 151 and then drew DK in Smash 64? Like, he looks awful. He looks awful. Like, Mario looks fine. Link looks fine. DK's like lips are like up here and he's got like a pig nose. He's like what did they fucking do to DK in that game? Have you seen Yoshi? I think Yoshi all the characters in that game look fine except DK. All right, every single one. It's kind of a shame we never got a I'm thinking about all the characters in Smash 64 now. It's kind of a shame we never got a Metroid for the N64, right? If we had gotten a Metroid for N64 though, it would have been like a really shitty 3D game though, so maybe it's a good thing. I'm thinking like a 2D N64 Metroid would have been really cool, but it would have been a DK64 Metroid. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't really like Metroid that much. I think we rented Super Metroid, but I was like too young to appreciate it, you know? I was too young to appreciate fucking Link to the Past, let alone. I was all about the instant gratification as a kid. What happened there? A 2.5D Metroid. I guess you would you say Yoshi's Story is 2.5D? Yoshi's Story is fucking, I don't like that game at all. I really don't. I really don't like Yoshi's Story. Freaking Hot streamed once. One time. You played a fucked up, yeah, it was like a point and click adventure. It was the memeiest thing you ever did on Twitch. I did. I hosted Freaking High. I rated him. It was so funny because like it was like obvious he'd never streamed before. I felt like as I was watching him, like he kept forgetting, like, oh yeah, I'm streaming this. He'd look back at chat and he'd be like, oh yeah, there's a chat watching. Yeah, I don't like Yoshi's Story at all. Yoshi's Story might have like the most forgettable, like generic level design I think I've ever played in a video game. It was like the most unremarkable, uninteresting, and I mean it's been a long time, but man, I just remember like kind of wandering through.
Did you ever have a Game Boy of any kind? If so, what's your favorite game?
I had multiple Game Boys. Hang on one sec. It's like the most generic level design ever. It's like a big area, you're wandering around, you're picking up some fruit, and it's like whatever. Like when you collect the fruit, you make the face happy, and like that's where the level ends or something. Even as a kid, I was like, You hate the art. Navi, thank you for the 100 bits. I own the big original brick Game Boy. I saved up my allowance forever to get it. First games I bought were, this was in New York. I bought it from a Funko Land. The first games I ever bought were Solar Striker and Kirby's Dream Land. Those are the first two games I ever bought. I lost that Game Boy because I left it in my dad's van. I lost and I couldn't find it. So later when Pokemon came out, I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand. Later when Pokemon was coming out and like everybody was going insane about Pokemon, I ended up saving my allowance again to get a Game Boy Pocket. I had a clear Game Boy Pocket, which I own to this very day. I still own my see-through Game Boy Pocket. And I bought Pokemon. And I think after I bought the Game Boy Pocket, like 2 weeks later, the Game Boy Color came out. And I was kind of pissed off about that. But I ended up stubbornly sticking with my Game Boy Pocket. Much later on, I had a Game Boy Advance. One of the first games I bought for the Game Boy Advance was... now I can't get this part to work. I can't get this part to work anymore. Was Advance Wars, which I still deeply, deeply love Advance Wars. I love that game. The music, the strategy. That might have been one of the first strategy games I think I ever played. I tried to convince my friends to, because like I wanted to make maps in Advance Wars. I tried to convince my friends to play Advance Wars with me, but none of them were into it. Come on, man. I cannot get this ending to save my fucking dick hole. Earthshaker, thank you for the 3 months. I cannot get this ending, man. Come on. Like something just doesn't line up every time for me. My momentum is wrong. I'm in the wrong spot. Game Boy Advance connection cable is. I remember as a kid playing Pokemon, and I really wanted to have like an Alakazam and a Gengar and a Golem and shit. So I was in the back of the bus with my friends with the link cable, like, and we're like, I didn't live that far from school, so we had to do it really quickly. I was like, all right, trade it back, trade it back, trade it back, hurry, hurry, hurry. Trying to get my Gengar and shit. Oh, come on, man. Fuck. Gengar was for edgelords. Gengar is for edgelords. I still wanted him as a kid. I still don't like Gengar. Great. Now you two can explore the wild areas just like they were in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Man, I never got tired of exploring the incredible depth of the wilderness in Pokemon Sword and Shield. That area had so much character and charm with the tree and the other tree and stuff. The worst part about Pokemon Sword and Shield is how well they sold. That is the worst part about it. Because not only does that mean the game sucked, it means that we're going to get more games that suck. That is the worst part about it. Beelzebubsy, thank you for the 4 months. That's the worst part about it. Imagine somebody does the worst thing they could possibly do, and then you encourage them to do more of it. Yeah, great. Keep doing that. You think Sword and Shield? You're playing Sword and Shield right now. Why do I think it sucks? I mean, I don't even know where to begin with it. And I honestly don't know where to begin with it. I can only describe like the feeling I had while playing it. It's like a book, like a really shitty kid's book or something that you're just trying to get through. I don't know. It's just awful. It's just an awful game. All right, just don't even grab it. I'm by no means like one of the Gen 1er is the word people throw around, right? Like somebody who thinks Gen 1 was the perfect game. Gen 1 is not perfect by any means. For me, I really loved Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I thought that those were really, really good games. I also really liked Sapphire and Ruby and Sapphire. Dude, I can't get this part. Mike, thank you for the 4 months. I feel like I was gonna beat this level like 20 minutes ago, and the ending just keeps blowing up in my face. I think the thing I hate the most about new Pokemon is I just really dislike the art style now. I really don't like the direction they've gone with the art style. They've gone more and more direction towards anime characters and everything looking like anime. I miss the old, the little chibi sprite characters. I really miss those. I wish they'd bring those back. Like, it lost a lot of its charm when you're playing as, like, gross, weird... Like, they all look like Jack Skellington to me. Oh, it just bothers me. And as I've said this every time I've criticized Pokemon, it might just be that I got old and I outgrew it. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it anymore. So... I accept that. If that's what you think, that's fine. I won't even argue with you. That's probably the case. Because kids nowadays, they probably fucking love the new Pokemon. So maybe I just outgrew it. But I'll just go play Doom Eternal again. I'll feel better. Okay, this part is not working for me, dude. The POW is dropping so fast. This part's not working for me anymore. Come on, man. I don't know what to do here. I hated X and Y. I really did. I didn't mind Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I didn't mind those too much. But I really did not like X and Y. I didn't play Sun and Moon before you ask. Shouldn't be able to use one Pokemon the entire time and win. I mean, in Pokemon Red and Blue, I'm pretty sure you could just run through with Blastoise. and only use Blastoise and fucking win everything. I'm pretty sure you can do that pretty easily. The speedrun on Red and Blue just involves one Nidoking. Yeah, you can just overlevel your shit for sure. I think the thing that bothered me the most in the new Pokemon game was the overwhelming sense that there was nothing to do except... Okay, how do I actually win? Do I have to like arc around? Because I thought that was it. It was like an overwhelming sense that there was nothing to do except exactly what the game wanted me to do, which was go in a straight line through really boring towns and areas. And that was it, you know? That was it. That was all there was to do, I felt. You know? And it's like, I remember there was an area that I thought was super cool. It was like the dark fairy forest area. And I was like, oh man, this place is awesome. It's so visually cool. Like, are we going to do something here? And you go in there, you beat the gym, and then you're like, okay, bye. And there's never a reason to go back there ever again. It was like, well, what the fuck? Why even bother spending time on this area? It could have just been an empty room. Like, here's this beautiful environment, and then you just shit all over it, and then you run to the next area, and then you run to the next area. Team Skull or whatever. I hate it. One of the things I also hate in Pokemon, how it used to be like, I want to be a Pokemon master, bitch, and now you're always saving the world. It stopped being about being a Pokemon master and started being about fucking stopping the apocalypse every time. It's like, oh my god. Is that what you actually have to do? Fucking finally, man. It wasn't even a good apocalypse. What even was the apocalypse? Is that what you have to do there? I don't know. A little weird at the double beetle part, but otherwise cool. Pokemon became Final Fantasy. Like, it's always like, not everything has to have like the highest stakes ever. You know what I'm saying? Like Pokemon game where you're a 35-year-old guy, like your gut hanging out and you're walking around with your shitty old Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly what you have to do or not.